Happy Wednesday, everybody! Welcome back to PinkyhootArt's live painting sessions, where I share my watercolor and gouache painting process with you guys as I complete my artwork live on camera. If you're just discovering me, seeing me for the first time, whether you're on X or on YouTube, don't forget to hit that follow or subscribe button. Maybe turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any videos and content from me. I had a little oral surgery past week, so if you feel like, did she gain 10 pounds over the weekend, or did I get something done on my face? No, my face is just slightly swollen here, but it's much better though, so you might not notice, but I'm just putting that out there in case you do. Hi Trevor, how are you? And if you can give this live stream a thumbs up, share with somebody you know, or invite somebody, give it a repost, all that will be much appreciated, because that's how you let the algorithm know that what I'm doing is awesome. So yeah, let's jump right into it. I still have my last painting up, still love it, and I'm really loving how my current one is coming into place actually. So before I jump right into the actual painting process, let me show you what I have done so far. I did work on it a bunch more since last Wednesday. So work on the face. I'm really liking how her facial tones are turning out. Obviously you can see I'm gonna paint all my little creatures today, which is exciting and nerve-wracking all at the same time. But I started adding details on the flowers. They're almost done. And this is one my purple rice experiment from last time. There's no more rice on it now. I did brush it off, and I did post a video on my social media. I don't know where, and it's not on YouTube. I don't know. I should probably turn that on. So I did have a video of brushing this purple rice off, but you see how y'all left these awesome impressions on them with these bleeding, all natural color, which is awesome. And I also realized that the purple rice is not actually quite purple. It has like a navy undertone to it, so depending on what color I'm washing it with, it actually has a totally different color, which is kind of cool. All right. So that's where we are today. And if you guys have any questions, wondering what I'm doing, all that, don't forget to drop in the chat and say hi in the chat. Say hi. Okay, so my plan was I'm gonna work on these blue flowers because I have this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 that I wanna work on it more, give it a second wash. As you can see, I kind of started giving that detail on my second layer already. So I'm gonna continue to finish up those blue flowers. I'm gonna start with the one that's closest to me. And then I'm gonna get into the gouache figures. And then after I'm done with those, come back out and then kind of do my last details on all the rest of the painting wherever it needs it, and then I think you'll be done. So hopefully we can get that done today, or if not the whole thing, like 90% there. Really hope so. So wish me good luck, wish everything turned out as I imagined I want to be. All right. Oh, hi graphic. Rude, I don't even know what I just did, but hi Graphic Modern, welcome. So glad to have you here. And then Trevor, obviously, and then everyone else who are watching, stop by and say hi, drop a note. And Sir Graphic, you have been acknowledged. Can we be friends again? All right, so let me get some. Can we see here? Okay, so blue. How's everyone doing today? It's Wednesday. It's just Wednesday. Let's see, is this a brush? think I'm gonna go size down from this brush. I am mixing some colors right now. Okay, I do catch your drift and I'm glad. I'm glad. And Trevor, you don't need to apologize. Okay, so I have been watching some YouTube videos on how to darken the value of watercolor, which I thought was pretty awesome. Some of the things you might think is so obvious, but it's not. So I think I'm gonna use this as my blender brush today. Look no more to me. Oh, so glad you're here, Trevor. So glad. Okay. I'm going to wet a tiny bit of this area here. I'm glad that you don't notice anything. And then this petal, I'm just gonna wet some areas. So I went to a arts festival this weekend, a pretty big one regionally, I guess. And I talked to a few watercolor artists who are showing there, and it kind of inspired me that to maybe have a booth next year. So we'll see. We will see. It does sound like a big undertake because of the effort that's involved, but I think it will be worth it if I figure it out and do it. Have you guys ever been to a show at an arts festival or wanted to, farmers market, any in real person art event? I've only been attendees of those things and not a exhibitor, so to speak. It seems so scary to me, but I think I'm getting braver to potentially do the undertake. So to be updated, to be determined. Drop in a little dry shadow here. Oh, Surreal, how do you think, so graphic, do you feel like they're awesome, useful? Depends. What has your experience been like? Wait till this dries a little bit. And is this something that you regularly do or just occasionally? So many questions, sorry, I think I just bombarded you with questions. think I have pretty much avoided the center of my flower last time. I'm not sure why, so make sure I do that this time. Give the second tone here without covering up the white too much. Some are good, some are pretentious. I feel like the art world really gets a bad rap sometimes because of those things. Yeah, Trevor, I think they will be good to just get to someone that I might not come across on the internet, I guess. I mixed it a little bit of purple just now. I want to make this petal a little bit warmer. Although I do realize purple is a pretty cool tone. So needless to say, that was not worth $900 to you then. I don't know, I think pricing has always been such a big pain point for artists. You know, how do you price it? You don't want to price yourself too low, as everyone tell you, but then you also don't want to price yourself too high to price yourself out of certain range. And then I don't know, I feel like pricing artwork is a very emotional thing for artists, but I read and hear it again and again that it shouldn't be. So I don't know. I suppose if you're the art people, I mean, first of all, I think I don't love abstract art to begin with. Or I should say abstract impressionism. I think Jackson Pollock did it because, you know, he's the one that came up with the concept. Great. There's value in that. And then there's a few artists came after him, did it in a different way. I thought that was cool, but I don't know. Anyone that does abstract impressionism now has to be really special, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. But also, mind you, I am coming from it from another artist's perspective, and I do apologize. Sometimes people just need a feeling to buy a piece of art. It doesn't even matter if it's good or not. So there's that. I just literally trying to rip people off. I guarantee Tur didn't sell anything. Whoa, graphic. Whoa. So the one I went to this weekend was like a curated one. You actually had to apply to get in and then show your work. So I don't know if that makes any difference, makes any objective difference. So when it's somewhat dry, I'm gonna darken some of these areas. Yeah, $90 postcards. Okay, that's just not very smart. Yes, calm down, calm down. It's a valid topic though, so I'm glad we're getting into it. $90 postcard is just not very smart, because A, who sends postcards anymore? And B, who keeps postcards anymore? I might be completely wrong as well, so please correct me if that's the case. Quickly do some dark. Okay, so and see what's a postcard. Right, what is a postcard? I think that's like the nuance of things. Once you get to know, there's like a saying in Chinese. It's like, I think I might have mentioned this analogy before, but when your water is like just half a bucket, half full, meaning knowledge and etc. is just half full. When something happens, you like shake way more and more water spills out, right? But then if it's a full bucket, someone who's super experienced, a lot of times these are not big deals. They shake a little heavier, shake a little, but nothing really spills. And why did I mention that? I think it was I don't know how experienced that artist is, but maybe just coming onto scene, you know, off with a bang, and then slowly that person will learn. You know, watch, they sold a bunch of stuff and joke this on us. VHS tape. Okay, I think this looks good. I need to go back and do the middle part. Well, maybe I should just build out the middle part now. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? Okay. Go back. It's dead. Okay. I want to give the ones that's like more in the foreground more texture. This area a bit. If you wanna, this is not news to anyone and not to myself either, but when you want to darken a certain area, you gotta wait till it's completely dry. Otherwise, you just get diffused by the water. It's a super obvious thing, but not something I always remember until I do it and then realize, ugh, that was not a good idea. I think gallery. I see postcards, Trevor. I see artist postcards sold in a lot of places, like grocery stores and stuff, and I thought it was cool. But I will argue that $90 for postcards is just not reasonable pricing, even if they're not cheap to make. $20 for a pack, maybe? I'm darkening the shadow value here. The Pinkster, what's up, Kent? Are you promoting my live on Phantom's channel? Thank you, but also, is that okay? I guess people can have multiple windows open. I always forget about that. Okay, let's darken this area. Yes, now that makes me want to darken this area. Yes. Something I've been really trying to pay more attention to is the cast shadows. I don't know if I've always paid attention to it, like since the beginning, but lately I haven't because I'm doing these bigger pieces and you can kind of see more details, larger details, that I realize the importance of cast shadow. I will argue, in some cases, they make day and night difference. It's almost 2 p.m. here. Yes, you are 2 hours ahead of me. So, Sir Kent, how are we doing today? I mentioned in the beginning of the stream that I'm really hoping to finish this piece. Okay, add some more here. This edge is what I want to see, so I might have to come back to it maybe. It's like the perfect moment for edging is this elusive feeling. So that's good. Let's drop in some darkness in the middle. Yeah, $5. Yes, $5 postcards. I'll buy that all day. I find cast shadow rather shallow and then pedant. I don't even know what that word means. Graphic. What does that word mean? Okay, so add a little bit darkness, start building that up. This one, for some reason, I started doing this. Yes. So I think for next piece, I'm gonna take a little break from this ongoing series and do something more lighthearted. So I'm sure you guys will find out next week, so stay tuned. Yes, graphic. I am starting to recognize your sarcasm at the appropriate moments. Just a little bit of cast shadow probably goes a long way though, I do have to say. Thank you, Trevor. Good. All right. I think my last piece, when I had most success, was kind of mixing in warm and dark colors as I went. Yeah, I kind of like how that came out overall effect-wise. I'm gonna get all the watercolor out of the way, so I'm gonna switch to gouache and hopefully not make a mess. Now there's some purple in here. I don't know, do you guys like more like realistic watercolors better, or like more abstract, more moody ones? I'm definitely trying to achieve that, the sweet spot. Yeah, let me know. A little bit of texture here. watercolor actually takes skills. Yeah, I can see that. Otherwise, it would be a muddy puddle of mess, right? Yeah, darken that area, but I know that it's gonna look a little bit lighter when it dries. So let's do that here as well. Let's give it a little bit edge here. So okay, so you're not mad about abstract art. You just bad abstract art. Which I think we all can agree. That makes us angry. I'm gonna start building the middle part. I'm not sure what color I'm gonna make them yet. I think that's gonna depend on how my creatures turn out. Because I'm gonna use the center of the flowers as maybe an anchoring thing. That's fine by me. Oh, thanks, Trevor. I feel like I'm still developing my style, but so I'm taking like other good things that, taking notes from artists that I love and follow, and that I want to be like when I grow up. Okay, so that looks good. Let's go to here. This one I did not work on it much. I think for me personally, it might be the texture of the watercolor that makes me dream. Texture. So I'm always trying to like create add-on textures, which is I think why I started doing like my dots, these little dot textures on my paintings. They might seem random at first, but they do serve a purpose for me. Oh, nice. Trevor, there is I don't know if you know him, but I feel like he's really famous on the internet. It's called, He's from Australia, from Melbourne, I believe. His handle is Keglog Sloop. I think he is Asian Australian. I think he might be Korean descent, maybe. But he has like one of the earliest watercolor artists I've ever followed. And he has like millions of subscribers on YouTube. Sometimes I definitely study his style and then try to see what I can incorporate into my art. But I think someone asked me online, like, how do you develop your style? And I said that the best way to develop is find your favorite artist and then copy that person's style for a little bit and see what you can get out of it. And I feel like that's kind of how I got started. But awesome. I do feel like watercolor's having a revival. I hope I catch that wave. Define the edges a little bit. Okay. Cool. Yeah, look him up. He has prints on his website, and if you want to get original, there's like a wait list. So, goals in life when I have a wait list for my originals. It will happen. Okay, so through my screen, it looks pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna do these two, this one especially. This one, I don't know what happened, but I feel like the shape kind of got away from me. more diluted version of this paint. Just gonna go in here. To lunch. Sounds good. 17 from Albert, not Majara. Oh, I had to look him up. Write this down. Matt Jara. He sounds Thai, maybe? And thanks, Graphic. Have a good lunch. Peace. Michi Arts, hello. Hi, welcome. And may peace be with you too. Welcome. Okay. Yeah, feel free to ask me any questions about what I'm doing, my process. I just mixed in a little bit purple in my blue just now. This is quite a big petal. Maybe I'll make them smaller. No. It's perhaps a vibe I'm trying to achieve. This part of the flower, of this particular flower, has been bothering me, so I'm gonna see what I can work out right now. And the flowers, thank you. Know that I'm getting better at painting them. I say that because they don't look weird to me anymore. Let's do a little bit of smoke here. really darken the value. So I don't love this area. I'm gonna try, see if I can pick these pigments up. Because I'm gonna do something different here. Thank you, Trevor. Okay. So I picked up some green here actually, but I think I need to go in with a darker green. I decided to fill in this negative area with some leaves, representation of leaves. Got it, Trevor. I'm sure when I type it in, Google will probably help me correct it as well. Google is good like that, I guess. Okay. That's better. Greens here. Green here. checking this area. Not bad. Darken the center in some areas. I'm not quite committed on it. Surreal turned out pretty cool. Okay. Nice. Want to add a little bit purple here. Okay. All right. I think I am ready for my gouache little creatures. So this painting, I don't know if you remember, I did not, this painting in my back, on the back, I did do like a warm wash on the whole thing. But this one I did not, because I didn't, learning from my second study that I do not want to wash it with a cool, like a cool purple color. So I decided not to wash it, and I guess we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so here's what we have so far. Really cool. Now let's get started on these little guys. Actually, before I do that, I want to do one last thing. I'm gonna work on the lips a little bit because there's a reason for that. I feel like the biggest challenge so far has been how to darken values, and then I realized I just need to use a different tone, a different color. So that helped. Oh, hi dog. Okay. So. I did give the lips like a first wash, but of course it dried very pale. So I'll go back in and rework it. So I did like a cool red for the under this side because it's closer to the shadow, and then a warmer red for the top because that's where it sees the light. I am just, again, stalling on the gouache part. I had this thought the other day, it's like, you know what? I should just start with that next time and see how it goes. I think that's good. So gotta let this dry for now. Okay. Okay, I'm going to make some gouache paint now. Bear with me. Love the emotion in the face. Thank you, Trevor. I'm wondering what kind of emotion do you see? I mean, you do notice that I guess in all my paintings, my faces are pretty, either if there's a face in it, it's pretty like docile, I call it, or it's like not, it's not like having, it's always like a pensive looking away kind of. Or I don't paint face at all, or it's a shadow of a figure. So. I don't know why, and sometimes I think about that, but I feel like it must be like the vestige of my fashion design background when I studied fashion design, because you know, models in fashion magazines, no one's smiling ever. So you always have like that beautiful pristine face. Maybe that's why. Okay, now this figure. So I plan to do this pretty tonal, so they're not gonna be like yellow and red, so to speak. So I think this one's gonna be like a light blue, darker, maybe light blue, darker blue, purple, and a green or something. But yeah, it's gonna be tonal. So here we go. Brush a little paint. Yeah. Size. Looks sad. This one I definitely think is more sad than the last one because of the coloring maybe. I love that there's an emotion that comes out of it. Okay. Kind of looking at my watercolor area to have it inform me about gouache color. White paint out, it is super hard. I'm down to my last bit of white. Oh, something I learned recently is that I didn't know this. I don't know if you guys knew this, but there are a lot of brands that sell watercolor dot paper, meaning they put like a drop of a watercolor paint on a piece of paper, and you get a sheet of it with just one dot of all the colors they're selling, or you can request different kind of palettes, and you kind of want to test that on your paper, on your process first before you buy any color, which I thought was a very helpful tip that I wish I knew earlier. Because you know, when you go online, go into art store, there's literally just the color of the world. I get really overwhelmed, ending up wanting to buy everything. They are not cheap, and I do notice that there are colors I buy that I don't really use, and it's kind of wasted. So using dot paper, kind of figure out what colors you use and is worth to buy the big tubes for, and then go buy it, is a very helpful tip. So I'm gonna do that, and I want to share that with you guys if you didn't know this already. All right, so all that time I just squeezed this much out. Okay, here we go. Okay. didn't know that. Yeah, I thought I knew a lot about watercolor. I did not know that little tidbit, so that was really awesome. So this is a color I mixed. Ugh. Not the color I wanted. So yeah, when I get those dot sheets, I will definitely show you guys, and then maybe I'll do a video on how to use them. Thinking about expanding my color palette, but I also do feel like I have basically all the color you will possibly need responsibly. So, GM Westone Wisdom. Hey, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. I hope I didn't like butcher your name. Westone Wisdom. My stream is going well. I'm creating art. I haven't effed up majorly yet, so I would say it's a good day. How are you? And welcome. So I am you caught me in the time switching from watercolor to gouache. I do mix the two materials on the same painting. And I'm trying to figure out what color to do for this little guy that is not too crazy, but also doesn't blend in too much. And there's just too much green in it. Oh, Isaiah from Discord. Nice. Welcome. And thanks for stopping by. How are you today? What's new? Okay, so now I'm just mixing some cool blue. Hopefully that tones this down to the place. Okay, much better. So I kind of added the color is called Prussia blue? Maybe Persia blue. Okay, so this is little blue. One dot. I think it needs to be lighter still. This color. Use this in combination. Okay. Okay. All right. It's a slow day today. Do we welcome slow days? I guess slow days are good and bad, depending on where you're coming from. But I hope it's a good kind of slow day. I mean, summer. Okay, so I'm gonna do, I always forget that when I do watercolor, I kind of could just use one brush, go back and forth, add color, wash out color. But with gouache, I am painting with paint. I remind myself. So I got 2 brushes. This area needs to be darkened a little. Okay. Trevor's day just getting started, yes. Okay. Here we go. Putting down my first gouache. Like to stay busy, yes. I think I'm the same way. Actually I never have slow days, quote unquote, because I'm always giving myself work to do. So I'll never just have a day where I'm not doing anything. But the caveat to that is you need to remember to rest. Because you could just get burned out just as easily. Okay. So light is coming from the top. Light's coming from like this way. So blown out. Okay, darkness. I do love this creamy consistency of gouache so much. To say a secondary color, I guess. I'm not gonna mix it. Let's blend it in. A little bit of here. Western wisdom said he's the same way. Yeah, so you also have to remember to rest and not slave jar yourself too hard sometimes. And thank you. Definitely still just trying to get better at gouache. But I like the dimension that it brings in when I use it in combination with my watercolor. So that's why I'm exploring it. And besides, it's fun to learn a new medium. I want to get back into oil at some point. And I want to do it all. Gouache has like the opposite problem. I always think it is lighter, but it's actually darker. Whereas watercolor, I always think it's darker, but when it dries, it's like lighter. My brain is probably like, what is this? I can't handle it. What do I have here? After you apply the gouache paint, you have like a 1 minute window of blending it without having to add water. Or you probably shouldn't add water anyways. And I don't mind a little bit of a streak, brushly painterliness either. Shadow, my favorite best friend. Only 1 minute? Yes, only 1 minute. It's very fast. That's why I get so nervous every time. But you can always go back and add water and reactivate it. Yes, so it's more forgiving in that matter. But I find that when you reactivate with water, I think it was one of the live streams had to deal with that. When you do reactivate with water again, there's other problems you had to deal with. Like the part that reactivates is actually darker in appearance than the rest, even though it might dry the same. So you can't really gauge what the actual color is. And I find that really hard to deal with. Like right now, you see here, like naturally think, oh, this is the darkest area, these are the lightest, and then this area is gonna be the mid-tone, right? But I actually don't know, because this area is wetter than here, so once it dries, it might look like this. It might not, so that's the tricky part of reactivating something later. But right now, actually for shits and giggles, to be safe, just gonna go in with some white, just straight up white here, to make sure that this area comes out to be the lightest, because that's where the reflective light hits. With the light hits, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let me zoom up so you don't see my mistakes. My 1 minute window, and that's closed. So yeah, we'll come back to see how that is. Yeah, it's pretty tricky. Gouache is a tricky one. So let's see. So I'm trying to tie in all the surroundings, right? So this area, it has a little bit of green, ties in here. These blue ties in here. This part needs to be cooler. I need to cool that down. But I think it's okay so far. Do I make her eyeball? Blue. Yes, I think I'm having a brain fart, but I want to make the eyeball the light blue. Actually, before I move, this is okay. Before I move to other color, let me finish the body, which is the same color, since I have those paints mixed. Duh. Do this again. This is gonna be the lightest areas. Little bit of light here. And a little bit of light here. And her butt is a little light. Partly being left too long, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. So I can see better. Depth too. Thank you. Yes, depth is something that I've been trying to push. Values and depth. Because I think one of my last paintings, it looked really good, but then afterwards I looked at it, I was like, it doesn't have enough variation in its value. This is why I think every piece is my best piece. Every new piece is my best piece. So this is kind of like, oh, this area is like her belly kind of. It's gonna be darker. She is this little orbit creature is trying to lift up her hand. It's like, come on, get up. Shadow here. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Blend. this here to be slightly lighter than the belly area. Okay, so it should turn out pretty good. And something I'll be super mindful of is to not mix water with gouache. In the beginning, maybe it's okay. When it's like first layer, it could be a little bit waterier. But after that, you really don't want to do that. So, okay. Whoops. I'm probably gonna go in the darkest part and add, I think, some more dark blue or navy. Gap here. Just close the gap. Okay. I hope I don't regret this. I have some super dark blue loaded on my brush. I'm using a flat brush to blend, just with a tiny bit of water on the tip. Enough kind of reactivate the paint, but not enough to make it runny. Another blue. Okay, yay! Whew. A little bit done here. You gotta trust the process. Okay. Oops. Definitely did not want that. Okay, and then this petal probably casts it pretty. Oops. So I'm guessing this petal is gonna cast a little shadow like that. And then these petals will probably cast shadows. And let's do that here as well. Okay. I like this blue, so I'm gonna push. Long time to hi, Coral. How are you? Has it been? I feel like he was here a couple weeks ago. So welcome. How are you today? I like that blue, so I'm gonna push this area further back. Adding that blue. And yeah, guys, if you like what you're seeing, it would be awesome if you can share this or retweet, give it a thumbs up to help the algorithm, to nudge the algorithm. And I have a mailing list where I send out monthly updates, sometimes with discounts and early announcements for my art releases. The link is in my description. If you're interested, please sign up. Add a little bit of cast shadow, anywhere else, lights, maybe a little bit here, not too much, and definitely a little bit of here. See, this part I added a little bit of water to activate. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's just got watery. And then I gotta wait for it to dry to see the true color. See this area, how it dried? Probably not how we thought. Okay. Already liked, yay, thanks. Thanks, Isaiah. Passes all my classes, that's a congratulations to Kuro. You know, when I was younger, I mean, for I guess every Asian, you know, part of the same way that your parents are like, you must get straight A's. That's the only way that you're gonna have a life. And then turns out it's all the college dropouts that starts like tech star companies and become billionaires. So there's something to that. So, Kuro, I say that because if you pass your classes, then you know what? That's good enough. little bit of the blue in this corner. Okay. Oh, you guys can't even see. Okay, so there it is. I think I'm gonna make her color probably a purplish color. I need the haze. Interesting. So I guess it's not what your parents made us do, it's who we are. Some of us are just OCD like that, and some of us are just fine without being perfect. I don't know. I think when I'm younger, I would definitely choose the first option, but now that I'm older, I'm like, you know what? Good enough is perfectly fine. Good enough is just good enough. Although I don't think I treat things with that attitude. Well, I don't treat things I do with attitude, if that makes sense. See, this gouache part always goes slower than I want. Okay, I'm gonna make a purple color. Oh wait, I think I had a lavender mixed already, so maybe that's good. I think I need to get a white gouache tube, whole tube, right off the bat, because I can't believe how much white I'm actually using. But I guess so my color palette is generally pretty light, so that would make sense. Without having to study to have C's and B's, it's perfectly good. It's awesome, actually. I feel like I was like that up until college. I think I just got through grade school without studying much, and I just didn't think much of it until university, and that was like first semester failing everything. Then you realize, oh wait, I do need to study in college. Don't think you guys can see, but now I've switched to a different color and it's not light enough. Hang on. those. How come? If you don't mind me asking, Kuro. Okay, so I just added some real white. Is exhausting because of just the fact that you had to finish exams. Finals weeks was never fun, that's true. I also feel like I partied the hardest during final weeks. So last week, I don't think I shared with you guys, but I was on a speaking panel, I guess, for my sorority from university days. And the topic was on alternative career path. And since I'm being an artist, that was something that people are curious about learning. So I went on to share my experiences and whatnot. I feel like if I can give myself advice now, it might be very different than what I did. But I think we'll end up in the same place. So. So, okay, a Fight Club, okay. That's interesting. And a girl that you like, but she's a bit talkative. I guess depends on how that make you feel. Talkative's good because she's communicating, but if you're not used to that, then I suppose that could be jarring. But I think as human beings, we know what kind of energy or wavelength we're okay with and what we're not okay with. So I think you know deep down, maybe. So the color, I'm making it a little purple undertone with some blue highlights. This is why when you the blending of gouache is so interesting and tricky. That's why I feel like you see gouache artists, they blend like small, fast strokes. I think I totally get that. I am only 51% intro or extrovert, so 49% introvert, and it's still exhausting talking for 3 hours, no matter what day. Someone actually asked me if it's weird, because I'm live and they know that I'm live, it's weird to talk to myself on live stream, because I do recommend all artists start live streaming, but I know that not everyone has the capacity to. So like someone asked me questions if it's weird that I'm talking to myself. And I said, I'm not really talking to myself, because it's actually the opposite. I'm talking to multiple people all at once. And that, believe it or not, is exhausting. So usually after my live streaming, after I end today, I'm just like a pile of poop. I would just veg out, because my brain just like, bleh. Oh, oops, I was off screen. So this looks good. I'm gonna go into edge some of the areas in a second, but I wanna, because I have these colors mixed, and I wanna do the top part real quick. But I like the colors I chose because it kind of blends in, but not completely. I'm back now. My phone died. 98 intro versus my test. Oh wow. So you're a full-on introvert. Phone died. I hate that. Actually, I was on 2 spaces earlier today, and literally when everything ended, my phone had 3% battery, and I was sweating. Because I am using like the headphone with a plug-in, so I can't really do it and charge at the same time. So I gotta be very mindful about my reserve. I know when you drive an electric car, there's like a range anxiety. There's a similar term for phones, like battery anxiety. Probably. Hello? Hello 10? Oh, 101. Oh, I think you're calling. I think you're calling Isaiah 101. Is that right? Am I getting that right? Okay, so I kind of did purple as my shadow color. I'm gonna go in this pale blue color as my secondary color. I don't want to quite call mid-tone because I don't know if it's quite mid-tone. Oh. Zoom in so you guys can see my mess. Ah, shoot. So the gouache paint, even in my pan, it dries as it's being left out, so I'm gonna have to constantly re-wet it. I do have a wet palette that is supposed to keep that, to manage that process, to keep the paint not dry as quickly. But then I find that it makes the paint too wet, which is not good either. So when I find a happy medium, happy balance, I will let you guys know what that looks like. That's why I figured there's a backstory. That's why you call it 101. It's funny. Oh, 101 skills. That's a good SEO term, I feel like. But this, once you figure out your identity, stop changing your screen names. It really confuses people. Okay, so I just loaded some darker purple in here to really bring out the darkness of it. And that because I was reading chats, this dried so quickly. Grr. I think I might even go in at the end with a little bit of navy. Because it's probably still not dark enough. Same with the bottom, these little guys. Until he tired for name change. Yeah, preserve your mental power for things that matters, I guess. So while I'm doing this, I'm thinking, what color should I make my eyeballs? The center of the eyeballs. I think I might do a blue eye. Yeah. Do the shadow, this cast shadow in a blue again. Yes. That dry and see how it looks. Slight regret using purple here. But we'll see how it turns out. Like I shared in the very beginning, both watercolor and gouache, I guess, you just don't know what they actually look like until they're completely dry. So there's always room for some manipulation. How do we feel about this? I think it needs to be a little bit here. Yes. Let's go here, the little antennae. Okay. Okay, so the choices, I need to figure out what color and then this color. But that looks good. Cool. I did say that maybe I want to do a and I leave gouache as a like 80% there part because it's so opaque that it really could just cover any of my uneven, messy edges of watercolor. One of the reasons why I'm doing it towards the end instead of the beginning. Give it a bit of highlight in the middle. Right, that didn't even have time for radio. I think, I don't know. Yeah, sometimes we don't have everything to say, and it's okay. Kuro, I bet you are way more chatty online in a chat than in real person. I'm getting that feeling. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with a dark. Cool. Fill in the white area. We'll cover the white that I don't like. Okay. I'm gonna let this dry and go on top of some pop white. Looks like. the lips you guys saw was like a cool red. Too cool. Okay, here you go. Sort of fine. I think it's also a symptom of online culture, maybe. All right, I'm gonna do this top bow in a red color, and I'm trying to match the red of the lips because I have a plan. Discover about red is that it's a very pungent color. And making the other color shows up. It's tricky. Some of the highlights here. See if I can blend that out here. I'm doing my trigger. When in doubt, do brown. Yes, brown. There we go. Kind of looks like a Hello Kitty bow. It's kind of cool. I don't know if I intended that, but maybe subconsciously. I need to make this lips more saturated to match that. Okay, now this eyeball. I've contemplated, I've wondered. I've settled on a light blue, I think, but it might be interesting to super pale blue eye. Say red, yeah. I think Surreal, all that will change as you get older, and you just gotta envision the person that you want to be and then pretend to be that. I think with, you know, adults, everyone who is, I want to argue that is still does that sometimes, from time to time. See if I can add some depth with these lines. Oops. I think the key here is to not overblend. And make sure your blending brush is not too wet. So I think it's like there's the mid-tone color, highlight color, and then the really dark low light color, which is what I'm doing right, I guess. Oh, thank you. I don't, which technique? I don't know. It might be new to me too. Even drop in the slow light color. Maybe, I got you. That looks pretty good, yeah? Cool. I'm gonna do that here. Okay, so this is like, sometimes we call them a technique. Technique is like when we know what it's gonna look like. Because I bet that a lot of techniques happened as an accident. And then we like it, we repeat it, and then bam, that's a technique. I'm going as I go because I felt like these petals have, yes, light and shadow, but not interesting enough. So I think these lines, textures, makes it a little bit more interesting to look at. So if this is a technique you're talking about, well, it's new to me too. But I'm glad to hear that you like it, which gives me more impetus to do more of it. And yeah, I really like it allows me to blend pretty well and gives a little bit of texture to that flat surface, which I like. Bye, Kuro. Thanks for stopping by. Always so wonderful to have you and know your inner workings. See you next time. All right. Okay, all right. Let's get to eyeballs. You see how eager I am? Because I feel like I've spent way too much time on this one little thing. But I also want to argue and remind everyone that it's not about what time, how much time it takes. It's about if I'm getting the result. Okay, I'm gonna do it pale. Oh, is that no? See? I always think it's lighter. Gouache, in gouache specifically, I always think it's lighter than it actually is. I mean, darker than it actually is. So I am just going to fill in this whole eyeball with it, well, minus the part I have drawn on, but maybe I'll still do that actually. Just painting this blue all over. Do you guys have a fun weekend plans this weekend? Okay. I think I am gonna be a single mommy this weekend because my husband's going on a boys trip, so I had to figure out what to do with my daughter. I mean, what to do with her, but I'm sure it's summer, so there's plenty of things we can do. But yeah, let me know your weekend plans. So the eyeball area is actually one of my favorite areas to paint because it's almost like you can't mess it up. I can just like give a few strokes, be messy, and it'll still look good. Which is look good to me at least, which is awesome. So I'm gonna darken the outer areas. Maybe even give it a slightly different tone. Darken the outer areas and then blend it in. Go in the middle at the end with a little bit of white. And then always remember to add some of that color into the white parts, because our eye, the white area of our eyes are never true. It's not white if you look closely. So I'm gonna blend some of the color in. I probably should go in with some purple this side. And then let's do a touch of this darker and Pinky's name is Pink Hub, because I don't even know what that means. Sounds like he's cussing me out. What's going on? And then I'm gonna do a little bit of cast shadow under the eyelids, because our eyelids usually cast a little shadow. And this is an anime trick. I feel like I'm taking cues from anime artists. Same here. Oh yeah, I want to make her feel like it's straining. It's trying to lift up her hand so hard. Oh, okay. Are you guys getting that vibe? I hope so. Happy hour. On the weekend. Happy hour for me on the weekends. I don't know. Maybe, I hope so. Don't know if I improved that, but I think I'm gonna go with a little bit of darker red, darker blue. There we go. Just all around the edges. Streaky, huh? Okay, this is part where I learned I need to let it dry first and then see what I need to do instead of keep on manipulating, because now the colors have different dryness now, so it's gonna be not very nice to make them all blend. So I'll come back to this eyeball area. I do want to block in this part, the iris. Just lift it. Ooh. Okay, so this is our first creature. Cool. And I'll just continue to go back and manipulate as it dries. the bat, I see that I want to do a bit more cast shadow here. This part needs to be darker for sure. Danger zone. Difference between overworking it and just right. Okay. If you ask me which one's easier, medium, it's definitely watercolor. For now at least. Okay, I'm gonna need to move on. We'll come back to that one. Not bad though. Okay. I think I'll do this one next. Since I'm on finally getting to know my blues better. Oh. I've never heard that, Trevor. Being away from your partner is called happy hour. Yeah, this is my first time hearing that, so it must be Australian. Hilarious. It's happy hour for me. I don't know. I'm sure I'll have fun. Wondering if I should blend strokes in the opposite direction. This little guy here, I think we'll do blue and purple. Okay. Blue. Okay, let's do blue. First one I kind of did blue, like a teal blue with a blue undertone, or blue with a green undertone. So this one I think I'm going to do blue with a purple undertone. Periwinkle, love it. Okay, cool. So I am working on a rough paper, so I noticed that if I don't have enough paint in my brush, a lot of these white dots base don't get covered. So you really want to scrub it in. Too dark. Oh, no. Too blue, I mean. I think I was maybe talking to myself about maybe I should blend in a different direction. I mean, instead of going this way parallel to the eyelids, I mean maybe I should go like this. Kind of bring out the sphericalness of this painting. That'll dry. I hope it doesn't leave like that, which I don't think it will. See my oopsie panics. Maybe not panic, but definitely oopsies. starting to dry this way. Speed up this process because I notice that when I'm doing it faster, it almost comes out better. Yeah, this is like a pastel blue with a tiny bit of purple in it, so it's a periwinkle, like the flower. I didn't mean for this blue to get so dark, but that's just where we are, so. This girl, she's like, wants to get out of here. Do you ever feel like that about your own self? I'm so done with you. I'm out of here. But obviously we can't do that. shadow here. Here we go. So here's what I meant. See, if I did the stroke up and down, looks better to me. What do you guys think? Sounds good, Isaiah. So nice to have you. But yeah, I've been going on for a long time, so totally understand. Catch you next time. And how long have I been painting? Almost 3 hours. I thought it'd be way further along. But oh well, it's just another day in the studio. Another day of the life of an artist. Everything always takes longer than you think. Maybe it's just me. So this is kind of I thought it's the lightest area of the painting, so I'm gonna treat it as so. This part, but I could use a little bit light, white, and then I think this area. Oh, apologies, as you can see. dry, and then let's get that dry and see how they come up. And then I'm gonna do the color. You know what? I think I'm going to do this one, and then probably have to. Yes, vertical looks good. Thank you. Yes, I think I want to do that. Well, let's see how I feel after this. I feel like I have to do purple. Do purple, dark purple. Magenta look. Too warm. This lavender color is going to serve as my mid-tone, I think. So I'm just going to color this whole thing in. bit of white with the color combination. Thank you. I just noticed that you spell color with a U. I have a little bit of white and mixed with this lavender color, so I'm going in to add some shadow or highlights. Yes, let's highlight here, maybe highlight like that, okay. How do I feel about these? Let's give it a love the pop of white, so I might end up going back and do that for all of them actually. Okay, so we have a little purple color happening here. I can blend this up into the face. Or this is just a terrible idea. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go back in here to do something else. But here, oh, there's such a pretty lavender just mixed. Sometimes I know some artists will pre-mix all the colors first and just stick with it. I think that's good practice, but I haven't done that. I probably should. So I'm kind of just mixing as I go, which is what I do with watercolor. But I'm wondering if that's a good idea for gouache. Okay, I like this pretty lavender color. Oh, sorry, you guys can't even see. This pretty lavender color. You got that from UK history. Purple, which aka violet. hungry and my stomach just growled at me. So I think after I'm done with this little guy, I'm gonna call it a day. So I got 2 more little guys to go. I'll definitely finish that off screen because next week I'm gonna start a new painting. I will go back to this series though, because I don't think I'm quite done with exploring it, but I wanted to do something that I'm inspired by recently, so I want to get that out of my head before I go back to this. Okay, so give it a little bit of purple color. Maybe make it dark. Can I make it darker? No. Let's make this part a little bit darker with did that with a hint of blue, maybe. Oh yes, this dry brush texture I love. Cool. So I noticed that how see the top and the bottom, top petal and bottom petal, so it kind of look the same. So I didn't like that. So I'm gonna do something, and I hope it works out. So I'm mixing a tiny bit of red actually. Ah, yes. Mix a tiny bit of red and it's almost like a beige color now that on my paper. But I thought I like the fact that he's giving it an additional color value. It's not just the purple and blues, which is kind of boring to look at. Make that antenna color too? Sure. Yeah. I just love a good dusty pastel color. Her antenna is like grabbing onto this rod needle. This layer of color is pretty watery right now, so I'm going to continue to add pigments. Thank you. And I I always worry before this step how it's gonna look, but I feel like every time I add the last bit of details, the painting always comes to life for me at least. Okay. A little bit of blue. Oh, that looks good. And then remember that red color I was using? I gotta make this rod. Red. Cause I want this red detail kind of spread throughout the whole piece. Kind of takes your eye from one place to another. Holding my breath because I'm drawing a straight line freehand, so I don't want to make it crooked. It's coming from this way, so actually it's opposite. Just gotta fill in this part. see that this red detail is going from here to here. I'll make this lips darker, and then to her head. So it's a thread, a needle, a bow. Okay, last bit for today is the eyeball. I think I'm going to make it make that purple. Yeah, I'll make it super pretty lavender, I guess. There we go. I'm looking back on my first eyeball I did. It looks good, but I already see areas I need to go back and darken or lighten. So it's never the end. Ties in all together. Yes, that's a goal. I'm embracing this tonal. It's kind of a tonal exercise where you're just using the different tones of the same color to kind of get the effect I want. Which I think is, before I'll just pick really bright colors and have colors on top of colors. It works for some paintings, but if there's any sort of realism, resemblance, I can't do that because I think in so many ways the act of painting stuff is to trick your eyes to think you're looking at one thing or another. The manipulation of light and shadow, all that stuff. So I think there's certain laws of nature that I have to obey in order for the painting to look expert instead of versus amateur. And to do that, I think light and dark. Light is very, very important. And then it's a shadow. The value of a shadow, but as well as the cast shadow, which I mentioned earlier. Purple eyeballs are kind of cool though. I wish I had purple eyeballs. And that's gonna be the iris color. Cool. Cool. So she's trying to run away. She's trying to lift her up. Oh yeah, and she has that little magnifying glass, which I'm probably gonna make red. Surprise, surprise. And my daughter asked me to put a bow on her, so I did, and now she turned out super cute. So there we have it. Okay, I'm probably gonna finish rest of this painting offline. I think everything's running out of battery. Okay, guys. Happy Wednesday. Thank you so much for spending the past 3.5 hours, almost 3.5 hours with me. I hope you enjoyed watching my painting process today. I was hoping I'm further along today, but have no worries. I'm almost done, so I'll probably finish this painting off screen and then paint it up, replacing this one next week, and then I'm going to start a new painting next week. Something that's kind of not part of this series. I'm going to go back to this series, but something that I was inspired by and I really wanted to paint it. So that's next week, you guys. So make sure you turn on the notification bell if you don't follow my live stream regularly, so you get notified. And other contents from me. And if you're just discovering me, watching me for the first time, don't forget to hit the like, follow, or subscribe button depending on where you're watching this. And if I don't talk to you before next Wednesday, I hope you have an awesome rest of the day and awesome rest of the week. I will catch you next time. Thank you. And thank you, Trevor, and whoever's watching. Until next time, bye.